Hey, how's it going? We are musicandmascara.com.
To a
More,
broadcast.
yep, more specifically, I'm Dylan.
I'm Leslie.
Um, we are at home in my studio, our studio, because we're using it for different things. Um, and what were we going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So, FAQ, if you guys have any questions for us, whatever, um, feel free to ask. And we're also going to talk about a little bit about how much stuff you should be putting on the internet. If you are using the internet in any way, not just social media based, but in any way, if you're using the internet to uh, gain business, if you're trying to, gain business, whether that be selling stuff, or you're a musician and you're trying to gain followers, or you're trying to,
Can't follow? Yeah.
yeah, any of that kind of stuff. Um, get closer.
Can't see us together.
Oh, there we go. So if you're using the internet to, gain followers or sell stuff or whatever it is, how much stuff do you put on the internet?
Right. Well, and the reason that the two of us have been talking about it is because I had a little conviction moment the past couple of days. I've heard twice by a top leader kind of person that they produce content daily.
Yep.
And if you write a blog, if you do various things like, you know, and we would have told you before, just be consistent. Like,
Yeah, if you're gonna do it once a week, do it once a week. If you're gonna do it,
right.
but
So the way it was put was if you produce content for every day that the internet is being used, guess what? Every day. That's every day.
yep. When the internet closes, stop making content.
Yes. And and that was hard for me to swallow, really. Not that I'm not active every day. You post on Facebook and
Yeah,
you post in your
I was
various
very
social
active
media,
today.
and it's easy to post pictures.
Hmm.
But what content are you providing your users? Like, are you doing blog posts? Are you doing video? Like, what of value are you sharing with your audience? And
Right.
are you consistent with that? So that just was a little overwhelming to me because right now I'm not even producing content like I want to, and then I hear daily, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah, and didn't he talk about something about like being, if you're really trying to be a leader in your field
Mm-hmm.
or make a footprint, then you need, even making a footprint, like, as a retail space or whatever, then you need to have something meaningful for those people as often as they're looking for it, which is way more
Right.
than
And
you
and you said that
realize.
so nicely, but basically the way it was said was like, you know, we talk about content and you want to worry about what you're putting out and is it of value, and you're trying to reach an audience. What you need, and this is not what I heard today, but you do need to focus, like you have a target. Like speak to one person. Your ideal market is who you should talk to in every one of your videos.
Right.
So that being said, how it was put, talking about doing daily content was speak to your fans. So the people who are watching everything you do, that enjoy seeing everything you do, those people are your advocates, and they're going to share what you're doing, and they're going to want to promote you, and they're almost working for you. So if you are feeding them, then it's just going to work better for you also.
I had that happen today. I actually had a Facebook message from someone who I'd never met,
Mm-hmm.
who was referred to me by someone
Hello, Lauren.
who I'd never met. Um, and and it was because that other person had seen my content, found value in it, and he was doing the work for me. I
Right.
didn't have to do anything.
Right.
It should be said that we are actually on both of our Facebooks right now. We're on my Facebook
Oh, yeah.
and Leslie's Facebook.
Live.
And
So if we're looking all over the
yeah,
place,
if we're
that's
looking
why.
all over the place, that's why. Because we have two screens going. If you have any questions about anything, you can type it in the comments, and we'll be able to answer it. on
Yes.
either one.
Yes.
And we always have a race to see who wins with the most viewers.
I'm
And
winning.
right now she is. So we need to amp
So
that
we're
up
not
over here.
counting it, right?
So share this. You can actually share this video that we're live right now.
I can't wait to see you either, Lauren. Remember Lauren?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With her badass haircut. I like it.
Yep. Wait, she's the one with kids, right?
Yes.
Like lots of them.
She does lots with babies.
That's
yes.
right. The baby lady.
The baby lady. You hear that, Lauren? That's how we talk about you.
Yep.
The baby lady.
So anyway, so what does that mean? So when we're talking about how often to post stuff or how often to create content, remember that any content that you create for the internet should be something that will give your clients and your team value.
Mm-hmm.
So, now that being said, we have found that not every post should be, so that should be every day. You should actually give something of value every day.
Right.
Which is really interesting because that means you're going to be posting more than once a day because you're also going to be posting stupid memes and questions and stuff to get people to interact also.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, lifestyle stuff.
Yeah, how often do I tell you, like, oh, I need to post more stupid stuff?
Yeah, because people dig stupid stuff. Yep.
We're here to be entertained. I mean, it's still social
Yep.
media, and we want to be entertained, and have fun and laugh and
Yep.
get a source of news.
So not every post can be, this is a serious thing that I'm telling you, but
it can't be anyway because we're not that serious.
No, that's true. But you should do that once a day, for sure. I really am going to get into the habit of a video of some sort once a day.
Are you?
Yeah, you have to. I don't see any other way around it.
Whether live or...
Mm-hmm.
So you have live video on Facebook now, and you have just video recording, right? And we can upload it wherever. You have Periscope.
Mm-hmm.
We're dabbling in Snapchat now. That's kind of fun.
She is. I'm waiting.
You're not so good at it?
No, I'm cruising on your coattails to see how it rolls for you, and then I'm going to try some more of that. Because my thing is the YouTube.
You like the YouTube.
I
But
do.
if you post teasers on Snapchat, you can drive them to YouTube.
No, that's true. And Twitter and Instagram.
It's just new people.
Yep. So every time you make a
Save
video,
your little video before you send it out to your story in Snapchat. Repurpose
Hi, Lisa.
content. That's what we're trying to do. Repurpose.
Yep.
We were talking about that tonight. Like, how do I use... you just take the best advantage of your time. If you're given this content, like we're going to share this content, we're doing it live, and we can upload this to our Music and Mascara YouTube after this and just share it again.
And if you are like, well, what am I going to make content about every day? Answer questions. We're doing this and we're on here for 8 minutes or whatever, but you don't have to, if somebody says, what do you do for so-and-so about your business? And it's a 30-second answer, make a 30-second video and label it really good. And when you upload it to YouTube, put it in playlists so it's categorized or whatever. And then the next time somebody asks a question, send them the link and tell them to subscribe.
Right.
Because you have just captured a viewer. I do it all the time because people will ask me some goofy technical question about a guitar that I've already answered, probably, because I realized that I have 194 videos on my YouTube channel today. Yeah, and we're pushing 100,000 views. We'll probably have 100,000 views by the end of the week. So, yeah, it's huge. So, but that's the thing is, if I've already answered the question, then I can refer people back to it. So if someone asks you a question in a Facebook message today about your business,
when you build content, yes,
then answer them personally, then immediately get on, do a live video and be like, hey, somebody just asked me this question, and save it, upload it to YouTube, and label it. And then you can use it for the next time. And they can all be 1 minute long. They can all be 1 minute and 30 seconds long. I have found that 1 minute and 30 seconds is the magic number. If somebody watches, I uploaded a 10-minute video yesterday, and it has 1,100 views right now. If I do a 1.5 minute video and upload it, it'll get 1,000 views in the first hour, and it'll get probably 500 to 1,000 views for the first 24 hours. So short is better.
Right.
Short is definitely
Digestible
better.
content.
Yep. So if somebody asks you a question, answer them personally so they get a personal touch and make a video about it. Bam, done.
Yes.
Then you're never wondering.
Have you heard that? Video. He's talking
Video,
to me,
video,
though.
video,
He's
video,
talking
video,
to me.
video.
I hear him.
Video. Yep. And I'm doing
I
the
don't have
podcast thing
194
too.
videos.
But the podcast thing, I mean, we're getting a couple hundred downloads a month on iTunes, but we're getting a couple thousand views a month on YouTube because we put it out to YouTube for the same content. So, I mean, it's different audiences, so I won't stop doing it that way. But video is where it's at.
Right.
Video is definitely where it's at.
Cool. Does anybody have any questions? So we popped on so that we could address a question that apparently turned into a few little subjects about content and sharing and how often to share. But if you have any questions, this is your time to ask while you have both of us.
Steve Ryder, I'm wondering about the duplication of followers and between Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so this is a really good question. So for those of you on Leslie's side, Steve Ryder, who views us all the time, which is really cool, says, I'm wondering about the duplication of followers between Facebook and Instagram. So, and he says, how can you create a new audience in each format? The trick is, in my opinion, is don't worry about duplicate audiences, because my group of followers, the people that I interact with on Instagram, are not the same people that I interact with on Facebook. There are some crossovers, and the reason I mention this is because I could be friends with you, Steve, on Facebook, and I could be friends with you on Instagram, but I'm also following 500 other people that you are not following. So it's really just making it bigger. Don't worry about duplication because it's just making it bigger. That's what I think.
And so my opinion, so everybody, obviously, so Facebook is driven by your news feed, and I understand that Instagram has one also, but me, for instance, when I use Instagram, it's all about hashtags. So if I'm searching for something, I'm not even looking. I might look in my Explorer tab because I'm always looking in network. But I do more with hashtags there. So I'm not, and same thing. So I understand there is some duplication because obviously all of your social media wants to talk to each other. And it's like, hey, you have a friend, your Facebook friends on Instagram.
Right.
And for the most part, you know, and I know a lot of us cross post and push posts to different social media, but I don't feel like I hardly ever see the same content. And I don't know that people will, because people prefer a platform. Like, the people who are going to be close to you on Instagram are going to be following you on Instagram. And then you have your Facebook. You know, we have a friend that's not on social media at all, but he loves Snapchat. Like, everybody has their platform that they really like to follow. So I don't know that duplication would be a concern there.
And Steve, what the cool part about Instagram is you can target audience a lot better. Just as a suggestion, he says, do you find that following a lot of people on Instagram really blows up that audience? I'm fairly new to it, but I've had people follow me kind of out of nowhere. Okay, so here's what I was about to get to. If you use the proper hashtags for whatever your posts are on Instagram, that will blow you up bigger to a wider audience than anything else. Steve, go look at my Instagram and just click through a bunch of pictures, and you'll see the hashtags that I use. Usually custom guitars one. Of course, I use Dylan pickups because that's... But for instance, I'll give you an example. If I put a Paisley Telly up there, and of course I'm going to hashtag Telecaster and I'm going to hashtag custom guitar. Those are the ones I always use. But then if I put Paisley,
it's like a whole nother
and like
audience.
handkerchief or something.
Oh yeah.
Then it's a whole nother audience, and some dude with a paisley handkerchief is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a guitar player, and he's gonna see it because I hashtagged it to bring in an extra. So do something random, like if it's a green guitar, make it green, or use hashtag
Right.
melon or surf, like surf green. I use surf green all the time.
Yes.
So like surf green guitar. So Telecaster, surf, ocean. Like a couple of associated but not kind of hashtags to the picture. They got to identify with the picture, I think. But
Yeah. That's
other,
just being tasteful.
yeah, just to be not spammy
But
weird.
yeah, I feel like most of my Instagram followers are not people I know. They've found me.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of the luthiers, the small luthiers that I've found, come from custom guitar. They come from
Mm-hmm.
um, the little obscurities. If you have a obscurity about a guitar that because I know Steve, you're a guitar builder. If you have an obscurity about a particular guitar, and I'll put alder or I'll put ash or I'll put, and that'll bring a bunch of wood guys in. I mean, it's so the hashtags is where it's really at. And if you do it properly to where the first 5 or 6 are good, and then have it automatically bounce to your Twitter, then that brings people from Twitter too.
Mm-hmm.
So the way and everybody does this different, and everybody has different theories about it. But the way I do it is, I post all my static photos. So all my static photos, not videos, but all my static photos, I post them on Instagram, and I have an app called If This Then That, and it bounces it to Twitter, and Twitter bounces it to Facebook. So I can go from Instagram to Twitter to Facebook in one shot,
Mm-hmm.
and I only have to post in one place. um, the app is called If This Then That, and you can get it on iTunes,
Yep.
and it's free. And what I like about it is it doesn't forward the picture as a link, which is what usually happens if you forward a picture between apps.
Right.
It actually makes it an actual photo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that you can look into to be more effective with that.
Good questions.
Yeah,
Though. Yeah.
fantastic questions, because that's the cross-platform thing can get so overwhelming, and then they'll add a new one, and you're like, "Oh my god, how am I supposed to manage all this?" But it's usually pretty easy.
Yep. Any other questions? Good questions. Woohoo.
Yep.
I just want to make faces.
Oh, and if you're using Instagram, check your inbox, because there can be people trying to talk to you in there and you don't even know it. I've had people ask me, "Hey, I want to order a pickup from you," and I didn't even know they were there.
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure you check your inbox on your Instagram.
Yep.
Um, yeah, but for what we do, like what me and Steve do, Instagram is where it's at.
Yeah, because people are just scrolling past pictures and you've got to be able to capture them. And if somebody searches for hashtag guitar, what makes you different than the other 500 million
Right.
guitars that have been
So
posted there?
I've got a guitar. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna actually post a picture of it probably right when we get done. And it's a Daphne Blue.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally will. I'm not joking. I will put it up, and it'll be like hashtag Dylan Pickups, hashtag Telecaster, hashtag Daphne Blue,
Mm-hmm.
hashtag Jack White, because Jack White plays a Daphne Blue.
Right.
I'll hashtag Pearl because it has a pearl pick guard, and
Yep.
I'll hashtag Bigsby because it's gonna have a Bigsby on
Yep.
it. And those are gonna be massive. Like so many people are gonna see those unless I just said hashtag Telecaster, hashtag Dylan Pickups. It's gonna be a completely different crowd of people.
Yep.
So,
Just got to be smart with the hashtags.
yep. Anyhow,
I'm not seeing any more questions.
me either.
We're about 20 minutes in, so probably should wrap it up. Unless
You're making me sing a song now.
anybody has any more questions. There's like a delay though, so you have to like give them a little bit more time so that they
Right.
could ask.
And
a
if you ask more
question.
questions in the comments after we're off, we're still gonna see them as
Yeah, this is still upload to Facebook. You can ask questions, interact. You know, if you watch it after the fact, that's great too. Feel free to ask questions because We talk about it a lot. Like, this is something we do want to do more. It just makes it so much easier to kick it off if we have some questions to go on.
Yeah, and if you think of anything random during the day, just shoot us a Facebook message or post on our wall or something, and just be like, "Hey, I have this question."
I can't sing, Steve. Sorry. Could you sing a duet?
No, she can't sing a duet.
I can't sing.
No. What I was gonna say though is, if you have a question or you want to know anything, um, just shoot us a Facebook message or put it on our wall, and then we'll talk about it. That's awesome. Right on, man. I guess we'll be out of here, and we
Thanks
will
for
catch up
popping
with
in,
y'all soon.
everyone. That
Yeah,
was fun.
thanks. Have a good night, y'all.